This year, Southeast Asia's most iconic thought leaders and innovators came together for the inaugural Summit X. It's time for an exclusive insight into the latest development in the Web3 scene and how the metaverse, the esports scene, and venture capital play parts in this new ecosystem.
If you want autonomous AI to
In today's landscape, I think
we're actually, interestingly, in aggregate.
Some challenges.
Okay, does Play and Earn have a piece in esports? Why and why not?
Okay, so for Play and Earn, right? I mean, for me, I'm very, I would say, exposed, or I would say, knee deep into Play and Earn. We have worked with tons of Play and Earn games, and I say definitely esports has a place in that. And why? Because most of the thing is that the fan base, although there are a lot of fan base in the Play and Earn games, I would say that most of them, they want to have that sense of belonging. Right, the fans, like if you look at way before esports started, right, it was what? The guilds, right? Your World of Warcraft, right? Go for raids, and my guilds, you know, they want to have that sort of sense of belonging. And I think being a part of esports itself, the community definitely have the sense of belonging. And secondly, being that esports side of things as well, it exposes a whole new different sort of area of revenue for growth for esports teams. Because for esports team, at the end of the day, they are still a business, right? They are looking at alternative revenue for that sort of things, and having a new game coming into play that incentivizes not just the top performing players, but their fans as well. Like what Mark earlier mentioned, as well as Wenceslas, as well regarding the community, you have to incentivize the community, right? It cannot be a one-way ticket where they, oh yeah, you know, whenever you have a new merchandise, you have a new events, I'm just spending money. It's just a one-way street, right? It has to be a two-way street as well. So I think Play and Earn itself definitely is one key area that you are able to incentivize the community, which is one of the key reasons why, again, back to what I was saying earlier, Southeast Asian market is huge because most of the DAOs and guilds, if you look into it, right, the bigger ones are in Southeast Asia, right? The largest guild, YGG, is in Southeast Asia. So that's one of the key areas, and I feel that esports team that's in Southeast Asia has a huge head start when it comes to Play and Earn because they can not only work with guilds, they can form their own, right? We have seen multiple esports teams that have formed their own itself, like we are looking at EVOS with their Web3 arm, you know, we have even RQ having their Web3 arm and guilds as well. So this is definitely one key area of focus that I definitely believe.
I think to add on to what Roy said, I think the key part is tokenomics. So what's the best way to incentivize? Is there the right tokenomics for the play to earn? I think last year we discussed about this in ESI, Esports Insider Conference. I think a lot of Web3 games wanted to go to skill to earn. I think skill to earn is actually a little bit more incentivized because you win, then you really get the tokens rather than, you know, you play and you just keep earning. So what's the right model, play or skill? I think there's a lot of opportunities in this space.
Yeah, definitely. But just want to mention real quick, right? Like the key differentiation between Play and Earn and the standard traditional game is that the standard traditional game is probably a top 0.1% that get incentivized, right? Like how many of them are in the global stage, right? Yeah. But whereas for Play and Earn, probably the top 10 to 15%, at least there's a wider pool.